In the next couple of minutes, I am going to convince your brain that a lifeless rubber hand lying on a table is a living part of your body, not as a figure of speech. Your brain will genuinely adopt it. You will start to feel touch happening on the fake hand, out there on the table, in a place where you have no nerves at all. And here is the part that gets people. If someone suddenly raises a hammer over that rubber hand and swings it down, you will flinch hard and pull back, as if to save your own hand. Your real hand, the one hidden safely out of sight, will actually start to sweat. Your body will brace to protect a piece of rubber, because for a moment, your brain has quietly decided that the rubber is you. Here is how it works, and you really can do this at home. You need a fake hand. A rubber hand, a stuffed glove, even a realistic toy hand will do. You lay it on the table in front of you, angled the way your own hand would sit. Then you hide your real hand behind a screen, a bit of cardboard, a propped-up book, anything that blocks your real hand from view while you stare at the fake one. Now you need a friend and 2 soft brushes. Your friend takes both brushes and strokes the fake hand and your hidden real hand at exactly the same time, in exactly the same place. Brush the fake finger, brush your real finger. Brush the fake knuckle. Brush your real knuckle. Together, in perfect step, over and over. You keep your eyes locked on the rubber hand the whole time, and for the first little while, nothing much happens. You see a brush touch some rubber, and you feel a brush touch your skin, and your mind knows perfectly well they are 2 separate things. But keep going. After a minute, maybe 2, something quietly shifts. The seam between what you see and what you feel starts to dissolve. The touch you feel stops living on your hidden hand and starts to feel like it belongs out there, on the rubber one you are staring at. Some people describe it as the fake hand slowly becoming theirs, as if their sense of self flows out along the brush strokes and settles into the piece of rubber. And then your friend, without warning, threatens the fake hand, and you jump, protecting a thing that a moment ago was just a prop. This is called the rubber hand illusion, and it is one of the most quietly unsettling findings in all of psychology. It was described in 1998 by 2 scientists, Matthew Botvinnik and Jonathan Cohen, in the journal Nature, in a paper that was only a single page long, and it has been repeated in labs around the world ever since. And from that one short experiment came a genuinely disturbing idea about you. Because here's what you almost certainly believe about your own body, and it turns out to be far shakier than it feels. You believe you simply know where you end and the world begins. This hand is my hand. That is the most obvious fact in your entire life. You are not guessing about it, you are not computing it, you just know it, directly and completely, the way you know you exist. It feels like bedrock. It feels like the one thing that could never be wrong. The rubber hand illusion is the opposite of that on every count. Your sense of owning your own body is not a fixed fact at all. It is a live guess. One, your brain rebuilds moment by moment, and it can be talked into adopting a dead object in about 90 seconds. Look at the clues, because they are strange. The first is something scientists call proprioceptive drift. After the illusion takes hold, if you close your eyes and try to point to where your real hidden hand actually is, you get it wrong. You point too far over, toward the fake hand. Your brain has quietly moved the felt location of your own hand across the table, toward the rubber one. You are no longer even sure where your real hand is, and you are off by inches, in the direction of a thing that is not you. The second clue is that your body treats the fake hand as worth protecting. This is not just a feeling you report afterward. When the rubber hand is threatened, researchers can measure a spike in your skin conductance, the same sweaty, bracing stress response your body throws when something threatens the real you. Your nervous system is not playing along to be polite. It genuinely flags danger to a hand made of rubber because on some deep level, it has filed that rubber under the heading of self. And the third clue is the one that gives the whole thing away, and it is beautiful. The illusion lives or dies on timing. If your friend strokes the two hands in perfect synchrony, seen touch and felt touch landing together, the illusion blooms. But if they deliberately stroke out of sync, brushing the fake hand a beat before or after your real one, the whole thing collapses. The rubber hand stays stubbornly, a piece of rubber. Nothing flows out to it. Same hands, same brushes, same room, and the spell simply will not form. The only thing that changed is whether the signals lined up in time. So what on earth is going on? Here is the idea that pulls it all together, and it genuinely changes how you understand yourself. Your brain never actually knows where your body is. It cannot. It sits in the dark, sealed inside your skull, with no direct view of anything. All it ever receives is signals. A stream of vision from your eyes, a stream of touch from your skin, and a quieter sense called proprioception, the feeling of where your limbs are in space. From those separate streams, and only those, your brain has to build a single seamless answer to the question, where is my body right now? And the way it builds that answer is by looking for the simplest story that ties the signals together. When you watch a brushstroke a rubber finger, and at the very same instant you feel a brushstroke your own finger, over and over, in perfect time, your brain faces a choice. It could decide that two completely separate brushings are happening to coincide, again and again, purely by chance. Or it could decide the far simpler thing, that the hand you are looking at is the hand being touched, that the hand you see and the hand you feel are one and the same, that the rubber hand is your hand. And so it takes the simpler bet. It absorbs the fake hand into your body map, and the felt touch slides out to meet what your eyes are seeing. That is the whole trick. You did not fool your skin. You fed your brain a coincidence too clean to ignore, and it drew the obvious conclusion. Now, honesty time. The strength of this varies a lot from person to person. Some people feel the rubber hand become theirs almost completely, a deep and eerie sense of ownership. Others feel only a faint shimmer of it, and a few barely feel it at all. And every one of those responses is perfectly normal. And to be clear about what this is a window into how your brain fuses vision and touch and body sense to decide what counts as you. It is normal, healthy, well-studied perception. It is not paranormal. It is not a sign that anything is wrong with you, and nothing here is a claim about anyone's health. It is simply your body ownership machinery, caught in the open, doing on a table what it does silently every second of your life. And this is the part I really want you to sit with, because it reaches so much deeper than a party trick with a fake hand. Right now, as you listen, you have a constant, effortless feeling that you are here, inside this body, that these hands are yours, that this is the solid edge where you stop and the world begins. It feels given. It feels like the one thing you could never be wrong about. But the rubber hand illusion is quiet proof that this feeling is not a fact being reported to you. It is a construction, a best guess your brain assembles fresh in every moment by fusing what you see and what you feel and where you sense your limbs to be. Almost always, that guess is right and invisible, and it serves you perfectly, which is exactly why it feels like bedrock. But it is still a guess. And today you watch that guess reach out and swallow a piece of rubber in 90 seconds. The sense that this body is yours, the most basic feeling you have, is something your brain is quietly building right now, on the fly. And today, for once, you gotta watch it swap in a spare part. So here is your turn. If you go and try this, come back and tell me down in the comments. Did the touch really slide out onto the fake hand? And how long did it take? 30 seconds? A minute? 2? Did you actually flinch when the rubber hand was threatened? And if you want the proof that it is all about timing, run the control. Have your friend stroke the two hands out of sync on purpose, and tell me whether the whole illusion falls apart the moment the strokes stop lining up. And if you like this, catching your own brain quietly deciding where you end and the world begins, then subscribe and stick around, because there is a whole pile of these, and every single one of them is really about you.